Michigan is a magical land of lakes, rivers, and streams, most of which are clean enough to swim and splash around in. In fact, Michigan has the longest freshwater shoreline in the United States. Michigan is also a heavily industrial state with a long history of automotive and steel plants with large smokestacks that create a lot of pollution. Did you ever wonder how the lakes, rivers, and streams stay clean in the midst of all that industry? You might be surprised to learn that one of the biggest factors in keeping water clean is actually dirt, or well, soil. But how does that work? How does soil keep anything clean? Hi everybody, I'm Jeff Kass, and today we're gonna learn how soil is crucial in keeping our lakes, rivers, and streams clean. How does that even make sense? How can soil, something we might connect with the idea of dirt or being dirty, make anything clean? Here's what happens. Certain dangerous chemicals, say from a factory or a coal plant, leach or slowly leak and dissolve into soil. This often happens in a liquid form and interacts with the minerals that make up soil. And those minerals can act like a kind of filter or sponge. They can catch the dangerous chemicals before they make it to a water source, like a stream or a lake. And then the soil minerals work to dissolve the dangerous chemicals. The same is also true for toxic germs or bacteria. The minerals in soil are kind of like mini superheroes who stop chemical villains from infecting our water sources. So, have I convinced you that soil and the minerals in it are important to keep our water clean? Let's explore this idea a little further by writing a poem where we express our gratitude or say thank you to the soil for the good work it does. We'll use personification as a writing tool and pretend we can speak directly to soil as if it can understand us. We'll say thank you by pointing out how we understand what it does to keep our lakes, streams, and rivers clean. We'll also want to let the soil know we understand its job is not easy, that it faces challenges like erosion, which is the process where soil can be damaged, diminished, or even eliminated over time by rain or wind or human-built elements like too much construction. Last, we'll talk about what we're going to do to help soil confront its challenges, such as planting more vegetation to keep it stronger. A good thing to add to the poem would be experiences where you've personally enjoyed yourself in a lake or a river. When you add in those kinds of personal experiences, you're telling the soil you really do appreciate its work because you understand when the soil works hard, the result is clean water that you can enjoy. I'll try it first. Here's what I came up with. You'll notice S is capitalized for soil because we're making the soil be alive, like a person, through that technique, personification. A poem of gratitude for dirt. Thank you, soil. I know you work hard and that sometimes we don't appreciate you as much as we should. We dump chemicals and trash and germs onto you and into you and don't even think about what we're doing. But deep down, we are grateful, even if we don't always show it. It is you, soil, who chomps on the chemicals that leak from gas stations and auto factories and coal and steel plants. It is you, soil, who uses your magic minerals to break down the danger. So when the rain flows into our lakes and rivers, we can swim and dive and frolic and even swallow water without getting sick. It is you who absorbs the poisons so fish won't die before we catch them. It is you who allows bears and beavers and wolverines to drink when they're thirsty and still be alive. Soil, we owe you so much. We must take care of you. Listen, a lake in Dexter taught my children how to swim. I can still see them running through the sand, splashing into the water, growing more and more confident with each step as their feet squirmed into the soft mud, how they learned to duck their heads under, and the joy of return when they emerged again in the sun and gulped new air. Soil, I thank you for giving me that memory. for protecting our lakes and rivers. And if we must plant more trees, more grass, more vegetation to feed you, enrich you, keep you strong, know that we will do it. We love you, soil. We are so grateful. We thank you for everything you do. Okay, did you notice how I spoke directly to the soil as if it could hear me? Did you notice how I thanked it for doing the specific work it does to absorb dangerous chemicals so they don't make it into our water? Did you notice I talked about a personal experience where I watched my children learn how to swim in a lake in Dexter, Michigan? Now, it's your turn. Write a poem where you thank the soil for what it does to keep our water clean. Write at least 20 lines. My poem was really long, I know. You don't have to write as much as I did, but try to include a personal experience. Tell the soil how much you appreciate it. And then, you know what? Go outside, find some soil, and read your poem to it. Let the soil feel how much you care.
Thank you for joining us. If you want more fun ways to practice literacy skills, don't forget to subscribe to the Michigan Learning Channel. And be sure to check the description below for links to activity guides, resources, and more.